there! Welcome to Family Virtual Storytime. Is it snowing today by you? Well, it will today when we read about some snowy tales. Some of our characters get to play in the snow. Some of our characters get to dream about being an animal that actually lives in a snowy climate. All of it together is going to be a great story time for us to read. So let's start. All of our stories today have that fun Snowy Tales theme. And if you look really close, you might notice that a lot of the illustrations have the same technique. That's because they're all written by and illustrated by the same person. His name is Valery Gorbachev. Well, let's start with our first one. This one's called Me Too. Let's see what happens. Oh, look, there's Bear and there's Chipmunk. And they have all their winter gear out. Smart guys. I love snow, says Bear. Me too, says Chipmunk. I will dig, says Bear. And woof, is that Chipmunk? Oh, me too, says Chipmunk. Although I wonder who's digging more. I will make a snowman, says Bear. Me too, says Chipmunk. Oh, I'm glad Chipmunk's doing the head. I like our snowman, says Bear. Look at that, they used a pine cone and some branches. Me too, says Chipmunk. They did a good job. I want to skate, says Bear. Me too, says Chipmunk. Look, they're all skating away and they got their friends along too. Although I don't know, is Bear a very good ice skater? Plop. I fell, says Bear. Me too, says Chipmunk. Well, anyone can fall ice skating. It's okay. I love to ski, says Bear. Me too, says Chipmunk. Wow, they're making good time. The snow is deep, says Bear. It's up to my knees. Mine too, says Chipmunk. Oh no, I think Chipmunk is buried in the snow. Oh, Chipmunk. Don't worry, Bear has you. Let's go home, says Bear. I am cold. Me too, says Chipmunk. As Chipmunk should be after being buried in the snow. I had fun in the snow, says Bear. Me too, says Chipmunk. Oh, look, they're back inside. They have their fire. They have their tea and biscuits. Sweet dreams, says Bear. You too, says Chipmunk. And that's the end of Me Too. Well, they seem like a fun group of friends. I'm so glad that they got to go skating and skiing and building a snowman. Snow can really be fun, huh? Well, let's see what our next tale is about. Our second story today is about a character who wishes he was a penguin. It's called Turtle's Penguin Day. One night, Father Turtle read Little Turtle a story about penguins. When Little Turtle fell asleep, he dreamed he was a penguin. Wow, do you see him up there? There's so many penguins. Where can he? Oh, there he is. He played on the ice and dove into the water and swam and splashed with all the other penguins. That little turtle, he has great dreams. In the morning, Little Turtle decided he wanted to be a penguin. He put on his red slippers and waddled from side to side. After breakfast, Little Turtle had an idea. He went up to the attic and found his grandfather's black jacket and old chest, and he put it on. Look, now I look like a real penguin, said Turtle, staring at himself in the mirror. Wow, he did a really good job. He kind of looks like a penguin, doesn't he? Hurry up, honey, said Mother Turtle, or you'll be late for school. I'm ready, says the little turtle. You can't go to school in that funny costume, said Mother Turtle. It's not a funny costume, said Little Turtle. I'm a penguin. And he put on his book bag and went to school. Hello, hello, Little Turtle, called the kids on the school bus. Great costume. Why, thank you, said the Little Turtle. I'm a penguin from the South Pole. Looks like he's waddling up to the school bus. Miss Dog, look, cried the children when they got to school. We have a penguin in our class. Oh my, said Miss Dog. Why do you look like a penguin today, Little Turtle? Look at them. Because Daddy read me this book about penguins last night, said Little Turtle. I love penguins. I love waddling from side to side, like penguins do. I love sliding on my belly, like penguins do. I even love sleeping standing up, like penguins do, said Little Turtle. We want to be penguins too, cried all the children. So while Miss Dog read to them from a penguin book, they all tried to pass balls to each other, using just their feet, the way penguins pass their eggs. Wow, looks like they all want to be a penguin. And when they had recess, Little Turtle and his friends slid down the slide on their bellies, pretending they were penguins sliding on ice. Wow, look at all of them go. They all have their coats up now, just like little penguin trying to be a penguin. During music time, they all danced a waddling penguin dance. And at nap time, all of them dreamed penguin dreams. Look at them all. Look at all of Little Turtle's friends. There they are amongst all the penguins. They have great imaginations. How was school today? Asked Mother Turtle when Little Turtle came home. We had a penguin day, said Little Turtle. It was great. Look at him, he still is a little penguin. That night, Little Turtle ate fish-shaped crackers with dinner because penguins love fish. And before he went to sleep, Little Turtle brushed his penguin beak. Even when Little Turtle got into bed, he still pretended to be diving and swimming with his penguin friends. Then Father Turtle brought a new bedtime story to read. This is a story of Little Monkey who lives in a beautiful jungle, he said. Really? Said Little Turtle. A monkey? And when Little Turtle fell asleep that night, he dreamed he was a funny little monkey. And that's the end of Turtle's Penguin Day. Wow, Little Turtle had quite the imagination, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed that story, and let's take a quick break right now to learn about an upcoming Grab and Go. Thanks for joining us for Craft It. Today we're going to be learning about the January Grab and Go. It is a kaleidoscope craft this month. And what is a kaleidoscope? Well, it's similar to a kaleidoscope, but there's no end, which is so fun because you can take your kaleidoscope and look at anything, and all those images become a kaleidoscope image. Well, once you receive your kit from any of the MCPL locations, you have to unpack it and see what's inside. You have a cardboard tube, some mirror cardstock, and some other fun papers. The first thing that you want to do is take your cardboard tube and wrap around your decorative paper. After you're finished with that, glue the top on, and then you'll find another piece of paper that you can cut down into size and start to figure out where you want to put it. And once you know, add some taper glue and you can start to decorate your kaleidoscope. Once you're done with the decorating, you want to take your mirrored cardstock, and this is where we're going to be doing some measurements. The measurement will be listed and you'll be able to follow your directions and mark out the right spot. The most important part is that you want to have your cardstock face down. Take your scissors and you want to score these lines. And scoring is really simple. All you do is take apart your scissors, and then you just draw on top of your line with your scissors with some pressure. And after you've done that, you should be able to bend them. And they bend into a fun triangle. But the biggest point is you want to have your mirror facing the inside, because that's where all of your reflections will be. So once you turn your triangle inside out, take some Scotch tape, tape it together, put it inside of your cardboard tube. You might want to glue it in too, and then take a look. You can look at anything, all the papers, or even something shiny and colorful, and you'll see the kaleidoscope image. Well, have fun creating your own kaleidoscope. You can pick up a kit at any of the MCPL locations through the month of January. Till next time. Our last story today is about a character who's on a mission to get a pizza. That sounds like fun. But somewhere along the way, he runs into some snow. Let's see what happens in Pie Snowman. Pinky had a job to do for Mommy, to get a pizza with all her favorite toppings. He made a poem so he wouldn't forget. Mushrooms, mozzarella cheese, fresh tomatoes, onions, peas. Look, he's got his winter coat on. He must be out in the elements getting his pizza. Look, there's the little friends. There's some squirrels and rabbits. All of a sudden, pop! A snowball hit Pinky on the head. Pinky's friends, the squirrel boys, were throwing snowballs from their tree. Play with us, they said. I can't, says Pinky. I'm getting a pizza for my mommy. Mushrooms, mozzarella cheese, fresh tomatoes, onions, peas. But the squirrel boys weren't listening. Pop, pop. Another snowball hit Pinky on the head. Hey, stop, says Pinky. And he kicked the tree with all his might. Whack! Look at all of that snow. Where could it go? The tree shook and fell, covering Pinky from top to bottom with snow. But Pinky didn't notice. He had other things on his mind. Mushrooms, mozzarella cheese, fresh tomatoes, onions, peas. What does Pinky look like now? Down the road, the Skunk sisters were building a snowman. Wow, that snowman's even better than ours, said one of the sisters. What does she mean? Pinky thought. But he was in too much of a rush to find out. Mushrooms, mozzarella cheese, fresh tomatoes, onions, peas. On Main Street, Pinky saw Mr. and Mrs. Wager and their boy, Ben. He saw Mrs. Schnauzer and Mr. Mutton, and all of them were abuzz with excitement. Look over there, look over there, look over there. What are they all looking at? Look, a walking snowman, he heard them say. Where? Where? Pinky wondered. Where? Pinky turned the corner and heard it again. Look, a walking snowman. Pinky looked all around him. Where could this snowman be? What were they talking about? Outside the bakery, Mr. Withers, Miss Muzzle, and Mr. Digger, and even the baker himself were talking about the snowman. Who's the snowman? And in the front of the pharmacy, Officer Barker reported the waddling snowman to headquarters. Pinky wanted to see the snowman too, but he didn't have a moment to spare. He had reached the pizzeria at last. Pinky rushed in and shouted, mushrooms, mozzarella cheese, fresh tomatoes, onions, peas. One of the Congolin twins was so startled he dropped his dishes. A walking, talking snowman. But Pinky didn't even notice. Mushrooms, mozzarella cheese, fresh tomatoes, onions, peas. Mr. Congolo laughed. A pizza pie snowman. Recognizing the pink little snout, Mr. Congolo went into the kitchen to make Pinky's pizza. Oh, Pinky. And while Pinky waited in the warm room, the snow that surrounded him started to melt. By the time the pizza was ready, the snowman was all gone, and a wet little boy was in his place. Oh, Pinky is back to being him again. Pinky ran as fast as a small little boy with a large pizza could. "Did you see the walking snowman?" asked Mr. Mutt as Pinky went by. "Look how fast he's going." Home in a flash, Pinky proudly delivered the pizza to Mommy. Wow, he made really good time. It had mushrooms, mozzarella cheese, fresh tomatoes, onions, peas, and it was still hot. That's the best way to have pizza, right? After their delicious lunch, Pinky and Mommy took a stroll into town. They wanted to see the walking snowman too. I wonder if they will. I don't think so this time, right? Because it was Pinky the whole time. Well, that's the end of Pizza Pie Snowman. Wasn't that one funny? Oh, Pinky was so concentrated on his mission of getting the pizza that he didn't even feel the snow. Oh, Pinky. Well, I hope you enjoyed all the snowy tales today, and I hope that if it's snowing by you, you're able to grab your hat and your mittens and your scarves and your winter boots and have some fun in the snow. Till next time.